MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. Tonight, the second of four between the Oklahoma City Redhawks and the Memphis Redbirds. David Boucher will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Lunging at a changeup that time, and he pops it up near second. Number 32 is there. David Boucher will dig in. He popped out his first time. Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. Halton arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third.
That's a heads-up play there at second base. He sees that left fielder has to move all the way into the alley to catch this thing, so he knows he'll have a hard time readjusting his body to make the throw to third, and he's able to move up 90 feet on the flyout.
David Boucher will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. Swinging a hard ground ball to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One hit. David Boucher will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see it.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor leagues. Tonight, the finale of this 4-game set. David Boucher will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's a swing and a ground ball. So the first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Yeah, and I don't know what he's doing going down the line. I mean, I love hustle as much as the next guy, but right there, that's an invitation to the 60-day DL. I hope he knows a good shoulder surgeon because he's going to need one if he keeps that up.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
He's playing right into that big swing from a pitch before. Just throw something slow here, and you'll probably have him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... David Boucher will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Diaz has got it, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs. David Boucher will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Game 1 of this 4-game set straight ahead. David Boucher will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Number 10 is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
David Boucher will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they pick up. David Boucher will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Come on now, one time. Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Grounded to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. David Boucher will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. This crowd, not a huge one strictly in terms of numbers, has definitely had plenty to cheer about.
Yeah, they have been a very vocal bunch, that's for sure. These are the true fans out there on a night like this.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Fouled straight back.
Hey, have a rip, like you can.
And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And this is fouled straight back. 1 out, nobody on.
Come on, kid. Hey, let it rip one time. Need you right here.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly a complete.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. And then briefly, let's take a look at the 2 starting pitchers who get the assignment here. David Boucher will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So a 2-run shot to left center as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Another mistake in location here. It's been a real problem here in the first inning, and now a 2-run homer makes it 3-0 already. So He's got to hope those problems clear themselves up pretty darn quick.
David Boucher will try things again. He hit that two-run homer his first time. Hard hit towards center. Wilson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. David Boucher will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start.
Up there. Let's go. Here we go.
Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. In time to first, and there are two away.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
David Boucher will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
On the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is... Time to hand out Topps Player of the Game honors for this one. And guys, I think we can all agree that this fellow right here deserves it more than anybody that took the field in this one.
And now, your Oklahoma.
David Boucher will make his way in now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's game. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh? Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our Topps Player of the Game. David Boucher will be the batter.
Batting ninth, third baseman, David Boucher. Hey, one down now, one down. Where's your first down?
And this is going to be a foul ball.
One now. Here we go.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Grounded softly to the left side. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here, 2 away. David Boucher will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it as this one's hit in the air to deep left field. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as we are all tied at 5.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
David Boucher will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Now here's the first pitch. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
The offensive hero this afternoon for the Tigers was this man right here, Alex Rios. What a performance he turned in. He's our top. David Boucher will dig in here.
Third baseman, David Boucher.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Here we go. Right now, fellas.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Pierce is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. David Boucher will try it again. He flew out his first time.
David Boucher.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
Yeah, let's go, big fella.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third.
Hey, we need a strikeout right here. Hey, here we go now. Hey, come on, guys. Here we go.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. David Boucher will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really
David Boucher will stand in for the first time here. First pitch on the way. And the fastball here is hit on the ground, but foul.
Let's turn it. Come on now. Hey, keep driving. Let's go, big dog.
Down and away, ball one. Nobody out, runner on first.
Hey, double him up. Let's go. Here we go, boys.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing.
Let's go, Stroh. Come on, fellas, let's go. Hey, your pitch.
Now the 1-1. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Number 37 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. David Boucher will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Cut fastball taken for strike one.
And EJ, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Close to the bag, it's second there, now the pitch. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Let her rip, let her rip. Hey, come on, guys. Let's go. Gotta hold him.
Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there, base hit. And a relay to the plate. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game. David Boucher will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. Simmons, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first. David Boucher will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike one. On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And 2 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Pickoff move to second, and he'll be back in standing up. Once again, a 3-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. So, guys, all three of us were treated to a well-played ball game all in all. And what do you say we go ahead and name this fellow right here as our top player? David Boucher will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Up with it now is Prado on to first, and it's dropped. David Boucher will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. And it's a foul ball. Throw to first now from Peavy. Runner back safely. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And for whatever the reason, he's really fallen off the rails here in the fourth.
And it looks to me like he's looking very tentative out there as well. And that's usually the kiss of death for a starting pitcher. You've got to go right at guys.
Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And the route is on now. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the lead is now 7-2.
You can tell he was making a concerted effort to keep the ball down against this guy, but you just can't keep it down forever, and he finally got a pitch he could handle.
David Boucher will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Swing and a line drive to left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. He'll take the turn and head for second. The relay. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
This is how you make life difficult for that pitcher out there. He's going to get to make one pitch from the windup and then go right into the stretch because this is a bullet down the line. That's a great at-bat there as he gets him going with a first pitch double.
David Boucher will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
David Boucher.
Now a bullet back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
And you can tell when these guys have gone up to the plate, they've had a plan. They're just not wildly swinging, hoping for things to work out. They've been looking for specific pitches in specific locations. The advanced scouts, they've earned their pay in this one.
And a very good performance offensively for this bunch. But out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle.
And time is taken now as it appears there's a pinch runner popping out of the dugout, and he'll take over at first here with 2 away. David Boucher will come on as he's newly into the ballgame, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
Wait for a good one. Try it, kid.
Hey, nobody out now. First. All right, one time here.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Come on, fellas. Let's go. Find something you like up there. Here we go. Go.
And here's a ball hit in the air. There to look it in is Simmons, 1 away. David Boucher will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
David Boucher.
And this will be fouled away.
Hey, he's trying to run next to you. Not now. Hey, 2 out.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. And fellas, the Astros were able to claim a victory here, mainly due to the start turned in by this man, Bud Norris. Don't put David Boucher will get his first opportunity now.
Third baseman, David Boucher.
I got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up, way up there on the infield. And the catch out there made by Wright for out number 2. David Boucher will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Hey, see it and rip it up there, kids. See it and rip it. Hey, let it fly.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole of 0-2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Swing and a bouncing ball to third. Throw by Wright is in time for out number 1. David Boucher will step in with a full house out there in what may be the pivotal at-bat of this game. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now 2-0.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
There we go, one. There you go, left line. Come on, guys. There we go.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans.
Let's get the win now, bro. Take the pitch. Come on, guys. Another home run. Here we go.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. No runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Well, we waited until the 7th inning to get somebody into the run column. Here's your opening run of the game right there. Heck, the way this one's gone, 1 run might be enough to do it.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run.
David Boucher will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Here we go, guys. Come on, guys. Here we go.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is... David Boucher will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. 2-1 pitches. That circle change swung on and missed. 2-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now, one time, right here. Here we go, guys. Come on. See you drive it.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Here we go.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Hey, come on, guys. Come on, man. Let's get in there. Let's go.
The 2-2 one more time. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Put him away. Give him that stuff right here. Here we go.
Swinging a soft liner towards short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. The big bat tonight for the Astros belonged to this man, Colby Rasmus. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Yep.
David Boucher will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest.
David Boucher.
Fouled back. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Way outside. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And he got him. David Boucher will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Boucher.
Now a swing and a fly ball.
Come on, Dick. Go hard. Go 2-2-2.
And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And this is fouled straight back.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
Hey, get yourself right here. Let's go.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Come on, big guy. Get yourself right here.
Here we go. Ducks on the pond. Get it done.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second. David Boucher will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point.
David Boucher.
Hey, now, we got two. Hey, come on now.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Put a wrist right here. Hey, here we go. Let's go, guys.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Gomes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. And the Astros offensively were led this afternoon by this guy, Colby Rasmus. Take a snapshot of that.